We're now going to explore the Timesheets module. This video is going to be broken up into two parts. The first will be a management overview of the entire Timesheets module and how you can use it to help with payroll, and the second part will be a user review on how to add a timer into the Timesheets module. Now, this module provides you a record of all the hours worked by your employees in order to assist you in handling your payroll. While VSS cannot create payroll, nor can the information be pushed to QuickBooks, you can use these entries to create reports that will help you manage your payroll. These timesheet reports are discussed in another video. We're going to start off by navigating to Preferences, and then the Personnel tab. This is how you add an employee into the system. You'll put in their contact information, you can set their day and night rates, and then you can set their management privilege. This management privilege set is going to affect what they can see in the system. Management is able to see all timer entries by all employees. Captains are only able to see their own timer entries, and deckhands are able to only see their own timer entries. These checkboxes right here allow your employees to view, edit, or delete fuel logs, maintenance schedules, and timesheets. If you'd like to restrict employees from editing or deleting a timesheet once they've created it, you can go ahead and uncheck this box. These hourly pay rates are important because this is what is going to auto-populate when you create a timesheet and link it to an employee. It's important that you fill out both the day and night rates. Even if you pay the same rate for day and night, just put the same rate in both boxes. If you leave one of the boxes blank, the timers are not going to calculate correctly. If you do not pay your employees by the hour, you can go ahead and leave both of these boxes blank. We're now going to go ahead and navigate back to Timesheets. And what you're seeing right now is a management view of the Timesheets module. You can see all employees. Each timer will contain the personnel, notes for the timer entry, the order that it's related to, the date of the timer entry, the start and end time, total hours, the amount, and then whether it's been paid or not. The Timesheets module allows you to slice and dice the data however you would like. These filtering options up here allow you to look at a specific date range and also pull timesheets for a specific employee. So right now we're looking at all Sarah has done for the entire year of 2016. If you look down at the bottom, you'll see total hours and total amount. This is going to change depending upon your filtering options. You're also going to see a sunrise and sunset. This is only for the current day that you're in. It doesn't have any relation to the date range that's up here. So if you're looking at the timer sheets for that day, this is the sunrise and sunset that the day and night hours are being based off of. Management has the ability to edit all timers using the pencil icon, view related orders using this arrow, or delete timesheets using the trash can icon. You can also view timesheets in a list view, and you can access list view by clicking the timesheets module title or by clicking this icon up here. As you can see, it carried over the filtering options that you had set in the form view. You can click Show All, and that's going to go ahead and bring up all of your records in the system. One of the nice things about List View is you can perform finds. So if you wish to perform a find for all timers that have not been paid, you can come up and click the Find icon, and then you're going to click Omit right here. You're going to then click the checkbox for paid, and it's going to omit any timers that have already been paid. So now you're looking at all of your open timer entries that you now need to process for payroll. Now, we understand that no two companies handle their payroll the same way, and so we've built the Timesheets module to accommodate a wide variety of compensation structures. That being said, this module can always be customized to fit your company's exact needs. So we're going to come back to Form View, and we're going to take a look at a new timer. You can see that there are three ways that you can pay your employee. You can pay them hourly with day and night rates. You can pay them per unit. So if you pay your employees a specific rate per unit of a grounding for a boat, you can do that here. Or if you pay your employees commissions, you can do that down here. You can also pay them any combination of these three. Okay, we're now going to go ahead and cover how to create a timer entry in both the central and remote files. Timers can be entered by dispatch at the office or by users on the iPad. We're first going to step through how to add a timer entry in the central file. We're going to come over here and click New Timer. And we're just going to pull this over here. You can see that it auto-populated with today's date. You can manually change that, or you can select the popover calendar to choose another date. We're now going to go ahead and select a personnel. And you can see when we selected Sarah, it pulled over her day and night rates. This information was set in the Preferences module on the Personnel tab. We're next going to link this timer entry to an order. And when we do that, you can see it pulls over quite a bit of information. The timer entry has already popped up, so we're just going to go ahead and link to that entry and compare some of this information. You can see that the start time is the time the towboat was out, and the end time is the time the towboat was at base, for a total of 6.75 hours. You can also see that it's divided up per day and night hours. Now, the day and night hours on the timer entry are going to be slightly different than the day and night hours on the actual order. This is because the day and night hours on the order are dictated by the longitude and latitude of the boat in distress. The day and night hours on a timer entry are dictated by the actual location of the central office. So you will notice a small discrepancy between timer entries and orders when you're looking at day and nights. A lot of the information that is auto-populated when you link a timer entry to an order is editable. So you can come in and edit the start and end time. You can edit the total from commission down here. However, if you do make changes to this information and then you realize you want to get back to what was originally pulled in, you will have to cancel the timer entry, recreate a new timer entry, and relink it to that order. Once you've cleared out the information in this specific timer entry, it can't be repulled. So what we're going to go ahead and do is hypothetically fill out this timer entry for Sarah based upon our company's pay structure. So we're going to assume that we're paying Sarah not only an hourly rate for the time that she worked, but we're also going to pay her a per unit rate for the salvage that she did down here. So the company charges $25 per foot for a salvage, and we pay our employees $20 per foot for a salvage. So we'll go ahead and put the rate of $20 in there, and then we're going to put a unit, which will be feet in this case, of 25 because the boat was 25 feet long. Now, we also pay a commission on this order. However, our hypothetical company does not pay a commission on goods delivered, which would be the air compressor, nor on services offered, which is the salvage. So we're going to go ahead and just subtract out this $100 right here and the $625. And we're also going to go ahead and set a commission percentage for her. We pay Sarah 20% commission. You do have to do commissions in a decimal point. So when we pull out, you can see that it's adding up her day and night amounts, the salvage that we're paying her for, and then the commission amount. If we decided that since she's being paid a commission on the hours that she billed, that we're not going to pay her a day or night rate, we can just come over and zero out this information. And then you're going to notice that the total at the bottom is going to automatically update. The notes field is where you're going to put any information that is relevant to the order. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and notate that units is equal to feet because we did a 25-foot boat. So we can just go ahead and click Save, come back to Timesheets, and you'll see Sarah's entry right there. Right now, we're looking at the main order screen on the iPad. In order to add a timer entry, you're going to come over here and click Menu, and you're going to be prompted to log in. You're then going to go ahead and click Timesheets. And since we logged in as Sarah, it's just going to automatically filter by Sarah. You can see that timer entry that we did earlier on the central file. So we're simply going to click New Timer. And you can see it pulled over today's date, the fact we were Sarah, and then we're just going to go ahead and link this to another order. Just like in the central file, it pulled over all of the necessary information. And we're going to go ahead and say, okay, 3.75 hours, all day hours. We didn't perform any specific services. And then we're going to go ahead and give us a 20% commission on the total from the order. Put in a few quick notes. And then we're just going to go ahead and save. And you can see that's going to pop up. When you add a timesheet on the iPad, it automatically is updated in the central file. So you don't need to worry about pushing the timesheets or syncing or anything. It just is automatically added. You do have to have an internet connection in order to create a timesheet. Now, similar to the central file, there are a few different types of filtering options. If you're management, you'll have the ability to look at other people's timesheets. However, if you're a captain or you are a deckhand, you'll only have the ability to look at your own. You also have the ability to look at a specific date range. So if you wanted to look at all of your timer entries for this week, last week, this month, this year, you can go ahead and do that. You can also set a custom date range if you're interested in seeing your timesheets for a specific time, and then you could just come in here and type in the date range that you're interested in. And it'll pull up your timesheets. You'll also note that when you do searches or when you have filtering down here at the bottom, it's going to show you the day's sunrise and sunset, the total hours for the entries that you have shown, and then the total amount. So if we were to do this year, it would show all of Sarah Fuller's timer entries for this year.